Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Beller, and yes, of course, I'm here with my friend Goran Todorovic. Hey, it's Friday. We do this a few times a week. Now that I'm officially the care ambassador for Team Goran Remax Care Realty, it's Goran's baby. It's Goran's idea that really we're going to try to support a lot of the small businesses in the community in Windsor-Essex that have really struggled and had a tough time, basically now for almost a full year due to COVID, due to lockdown and restrictions. So I'm going to be out in the community. You're going to see me a whole lot in the next few weeks as we once again start to promote and really just kind of show a little bit of love to a lot of the local businesses. Oh, by the way, you don't get much sports these days, but I'm always. How about Sam Gagner, former London Knight, hadn't scored in like 100 years. Last night he has a hat trick to help the Red Wings, and yes, they're struggling, but a big win for the Red Wings last night. Something I do know a little bit about, being terminated. They terminated the coach of the Montreal Canadiens just a couple of days ago, and this is really strange. He's a former Spitfire. How can they let a former Spitfire go? Claude Julien, the head coach of the Montreal Canadiens, fired. And here's what's strange: the Habs are playing a couple of nights ago. They get a goal with 2 seconds left. They would have won the game. 2 seconds left. He would have still had his job today. They the goal is disallowed. The referees look at it. They take a look at the video. They say, well, they bumped into the goalie, so there's no goal. Had they counted that goal, I'm sure they would not have. They would have won the game. They couldn't have fired him that night or the next morning. They disallowed the goal. Ottawa scores in overtime. They win the game. They fire the guy the next day. But he'll land on his feet, and I've landed on my feet as well. Thanks again to Goran Todorovic. So, you know me, I can sit here and talk, oh, Michigan basketball last night. They're ranked number 3 in the U.S. I can talk Michigan basketball. The Spartans won last night. Oh, but we should talk a little bit of real estate, too. And it's something that I've really come to enjoy the last few years since I've known Goran more. And I'm going to ask Goran, the last time I was in, Goran, you were talking about one of your agents that sold like, I can't believe the number, already this year. And here we are, still in February. And we're going to give a love. You have such a great team here at Team Goran Remax Care Realty, but in particular, you have a few superstar agents. You have a few superstar agents that are certainly busy selling real estate, even in this tough COVID market.
Sure are. Let me just get wired up here for sound. Thank you, Steve. We'll be COVID friendly. Awesome. Yeah, it's been really busy. The real estate market has been super crazy busy. It's the best that we've ever seen. It's the best that I've seen in my 33 years in real estate. And the market doesn't seem to be slowing down. Why? Let's talk about some factors. The interest rates have never been lower. We're getting a lot of people out there saying, "Hey, if I don't get into business, if I don't get in now, if I don't buy in now, how's that going to look?" We're having a lot of family consultations. We're having a lot of meetings at 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night with, mother, father, children. And when I say children, I mean grown children. They're still children. I'm still a child. My parents are still alive, thank God. But these children are in university or just finishing university or, living in an apartment. They're talking to their parents, hey, look, we need to buy a home because if we don't get into home ownership now, what's that going to look like 5 years from now or 4 years? So look, folks, and I know there's been talk about, well, if the market crashes and what if this, look, with these interest rates, as long as you have a secure job, if you have a secure job, buy now and buy to the maximum you can. Push yourself to the limit because I don't think you'll ever see these mortgage rates so low. And then you know what? Whatever happens, you're secure for the next 5 years. You're locked in. You're paying very low interest. And over time, we all know that real estate is the best investment you can make.
Gordon, I want to ask you something else. We're heading into the weekend. It's Friday. Back in the day with real estate, Saturday, Sunday in particular, you'd have an open house, 2 to 4. You put it out, maybe way back in the day and advertise. Oh, it's going to be, one of your agents would go. Now it's 365. It's not like we're going to wait till it's too late. You might have already sold that person's home this afternoon. It's ongoing. It's not wait till Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, it's a very good point. we have a Matterport camera, which creates a virtual tour of your home. So whether you're in Windsor, in Chatham, or in Paris, France, you can tour that home. We have special, drones, video cameras, and so on that makes you there in the home at that point. But it's more than that. The open houses were probably the worst thing possible for the seller. Why? Because it creates anxiety. So the seller says, "Oh my God, we got an open house this Sunday. The kids are getting yelled at. The husband is getting tweaked up, saying, 'Hey, you got to do this. You got to do this. Here's your honey-do list.'" And then what happens? The anxiety level of the seller gets so high because they think in those 2-hour period of time that the home is going to sell, and the home doesn't sell. The home brings in some tire kickers, brings in individuals who might not be that serious, and brings in the nosy neighbors because they always wondered what these people did with their home and what they did with their family room. And then they come home at 4:15. Did the home sell? No, right? It just created a negative anxiety for no reason. This is the best way to advertise, to sell. And you know what? When people are looking at the video of the home and the virtual tour, they're already deciding whether it's a good fit or not, and not wasting the seller's time bothering them with unqualified buyers.
Finally, Gordon, I know that we've been saying it for a long time. Inventories are still low. Next week we get into March. Do you have the feeling that once the weather is a little better, we get into March, and that more people are going to say, "Look, it is time that we list. We've waited and waited. Let's list now."
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. The last 2 weeks has been a huge surge, and you know what? As soon as the weather changes, when the birds start chirping and the weather is outside, and we're able to come out of our cages and go for walks, right? And then things start happening, and people's movements they start focusing on a move, and that move might be to a bigger house, smaller house, condo, whatever that is. But there's a lot of listings coming up for sale. There's listings that we're very well aware of that are happening now, and some do not even hit the MLS market. They don't even. We're in the process of listing it. Aaron, our photographer, videographer, is out there shooting the photography with our Team Goran vehicle with the drones. The neighbors see, the neighbors call us, "Hey, 555 Main Street's going for sale." We call back, and sometimes they give an offer right away, and the seller is happy with that. Because the sellers at times, they don't want people coming to their home, especially now. So if they're happy with the price and it's less inconvenience for them, and they get the perfect closing date, properties are being sold without hitting the MLS. So if you are thinking of buying at this time and just think that what you're looking at is the MLS, give us a call. I'm sure we can help you out. Maybe we have your home sold, or maybe we have a home that you want already in a database going live on the MLS today, or something that's planned for Monday, but we know about it. We do list a ton of properties. Give us a call.
And again, make sure you look for us. We're going to be around with the Team Goran, Remax Care Realty, and I'm the official care ambassador. And I know that I care a lot about the people of Windsor-Essex. They've supported me unbelievably the last few weeks. And I know, Goran, you care about the people. And that's what we're really going to get out and help some of these small businesses.
Yeah, it's about caring about the people. And that's most important. And, we have a community that we're blessed to live in because
it's the best.
Absolutely. Windsor-Essex County has the biggest heart.
Absolutely.
Peace, love, and happiness to everybody.
Have a good weekend.